Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the DOR-O-MATIC SC60, SC70, and SC80-3049 PA Hold Open Arm. This video is for the arm only, and you're going to get, of course, the hold open aspect of the arm here. You're going to get the main arm portion. Forearm. This is the portion that attaches to the body. This is the portion that attaches to the frame. And this is a PA version, so you're going to get the parallel arm bracket. It's shown in the aluminum finish, available in all of the common sprayed finishes. You are going to get a substantial package of screws with this as well. There's enough screws in here to do everything that you would possibly need to do with a door closer, etc., including the sex bolts. There's a link below this video to the installation instructions, and they are incredibly common, this sort of format. You're going to have generally a 4-page set of instructions, with the first page being a summary. It'll show common applications, the common applications, and generally a list of materials. Of note on this closer, because this is the SC80 version of these instructions, you'll have the instructions as they pertain to that specific closer model, which is different than the 70 and the 60 models in terms of the features and dimensions, but the arm would be compatible. You'll need to order the arm for the series of closer that you have. So while the arm is the same, the instructions will be different because the body of the closer is different on those 3 models. So while the arm is the same, fine, but you want to make sure you get the right set of instructions with the arm so that you're not installing it improperly. If you are doing an installation where you need to go from a regular arm to a hold open arm installation, which is not uncommon, you'll want to probably review the installation instructions first to make sure that the templating of the closer that you have now, along with where you will need to install it to achieve the degree of hold open, because the degree of hold open is a dimension that is referenced off the vertical line of pivoting from the hinges. You want to review all of that before you buy the arm to make sure that you can achieve position of the arm in relationship to the existing closer body and that degree of opening that you want to achieve. Better safe than sorry. The first page is generally going to be called a regular arm sort of installation, and it just really shows the templating where you place the closer arm in relationship to the body based on the degree of opening. And because it's an SC80 version, it will show you specific installation settings for that closer. It shows how you attach the door closer based on the swing of the arm. And what I mean by that, the swing of the door. And the way that this arm is installed is referenced from the way that it swings. What I mean is, if you've got a left-hand door, it's going to look like this. If you have a right-hand door, you're going to install it this way, because this friction is set based on the arm opening to a specific degree, based on how much this nut is turned. And that is how you set the degree of hold open, by adjusting this nut with a large wrench. And you're going to want to make sure that when you are adjusting this, you get a real nice, proper grip on the nut. You don't want to round the corners out, because over time you'll probably need to adjust this, whether you want to change the degree of hold open, or you need to reset the degree of hold open, or otherwise modify it. Everything that's on here, and moving on to the top jam mount, which is on the page 3 of the installation instructions, and page 4, the parallel arm, they're all similar in format, meaning you're going to be shown a diagram of where the arm and the body need to be laid out based on that degree of hold open. You're going to be shown adjustments that occur on the body. If it's a parallel arm, you're going to be shown references to the parallel arm location. And at that point, it's done. My recommendation on installing these sorts of things are to just simply review the installation instructions twice, do a reality check on the installation, make sure that everything makes sense, and then at that point, once you feel that everything makes sense to you, start drilling holes and make it happen. The only thing that I can say critically is that The dimensioning off the axis of pivoting of the hinge is very important to get that accurate. You can be off a little bit though, and not, and your installation will still be successful. However, the dimensioning vertically is very critical to get that accurate, because you've got an arm that's going to be moving, you know, kind of like this, okay? And you've got a header that is fixed and a door that's traveling with it. And you only have a very small margin between the frame that's fixed and the door. So your vertical dimension has to be critical. Otherwise, the arm's going to hit the door. If you've ever opened a door and you've heard a or some sort of racking sound as you open the door, it's probably that arm hitting the door as it's opened. And that's because a couple of things. It could be because this has grown to be a very poor installation, or it was installed even 1/8 of an inch wrong to begin with, and that is a very hard correction to make after you've pre-drilled the holes. So get those right. Definitely mark your holes off very accurately. Use a center punch before you pre-drill your holes. Do a reality check, all that other kind of good stuff. If you get the templating correct, then your installation is going to be rock solid. DOR-O-MATIC is a comprehensive manufacturer of all things door closer related, and they're a part of a much larger ecosystem by the mother company that owns them. And I won't mention them because that name has changed in the last few years, more than once, I think. And I wouldn't hesitate to use DOR-O-MATIC. Their products are rock solid, true, time tested, etc. Any questions on the SC80, SC70, or SC60 series 3049 PA hold open arm assembly, or how to install it, which I've done several times, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.